Now, the TONEX pedal can also accept MIDI signals. So I've got a MIDI cable over here plugged into the device. And what this means is I can use a MIDI controller to change the presets on the fly on the pedal. I'm going to demonstrate this by using my DAW as the MIDI device that's sending MIDI signals to the TONEX pedal. But if you've got a foot controller that's MIDI compatible, you'll just need to see how it's set up on there. But you'll get the idea by watching this video. So important thing to note is if you go into the global settings, you can go over to MIDI, so your MIDI channel, and you can set your MIDI channel over here. By default, the pedal is set to MIDI channel 1, but you can set it to another MIDI channel if you want to receive MIDI on another channel. I'm going to leave it set to channel 1. I'm going to go back out. And then another thing I just want to show you is if you go over to naming, so I'm going to go back into the global settings and then naming. Well, here I want to change it to program change and name. What this means is it's going to show me the program change number for each preset. So as I scroll through, you see the first patch is program change 0, and it's going to go all the way up. Now I'm going to go back to the first preset, and now I'm going to jump across into my DAW. What I need to make sure is that my external devices or my MIDI devices that I'm going to be using is sending out MIDI on channel 1. So I'm going to be using my MIDI controller here. I'm going to click on the settings, and for the MIDI channels, I'm going to select MIDI channel 1. And I'm going to click OK. Then I need to create an instrument track or MIDI track, choose the device that's sending the MIDI. So I'm going to choose my launch key, which is sending the MIDI. Then I need to create a MIDI part. On this MIDI part, I need to make sure I'm showing my program change messages. Then if I go in here, I can add the program change lane. So here I've got program change. I'm going to add that. Now I've got a program change message here. And I can change the number that's displayed. So if I just scroll to the beginning here and just move this somewhere else, I'm going to play back. Watch on my TONEX pedal here, changes the preset. I could make another point, change that to something else, play back. And there we go. We are changing the presets on the pedal via MIDI. So let's hear this in action. I'm going to pull this all the way down. So it's preset 1 here. And then at bar 2, that's where I want a preset change. And let's say I want to go to another patch. So let's pull this down to, let's see, if I go to 10 here, it's going to go to the diesel. And I can just scroll through this device to find out another thing that I want to use. So let's say I want to use the orange. So that's on program change. Let's have this up to program change 13. If I play this back, it's going to go to the orange. So just bear in mind that this value is 1, but this actually relates to program change 0. So you just have to add in a number to accommodate the automation on your DAW. Now, if I go and record on my track, so I'm going to go back over here. And I'm just going to play back, and I'm just going to have this open here so I can see what's happening. And let's listen. So that's how you can set up program change messages to be sent from a MIDI device to the TONEX pedal to change the presets.